All right, today we're jumping into something special. We're going to unpack the very first chapter of a story that, let's be honest, completely changed the world. And what's so cool about it is how this epic tale of magic all starts in the most boring, ordinary place you can think of. So, let's dive right in.
So, picture this. It's just a regular, boring, gray Tuesday. Nothing special about it. I mean, everything about the day is designed to be perfectly normal. But, as you're about to find out, that perfect, normal little bubble is about to get popped in a big way.
And right at the center of all this normalcy, we've got a family. And these people, they don't just like being normal, they are absolutely obsessed with it. So let's head on over to number 4 Privet Drive and meet the Dursleys.
You know, this first sentence, it just says it all, doesn't it? The Dursleys weren't just normal, they were proud to be normal, thank you very much. That little detail is key. It sets them up as the absolute last people on Earth you'd ever connect with anything strange or magical. It's like they're the perfect, boring backdrop for something extraordinary to just smash right into.
So let's meet the crew. You've got Mr. Dursley, a big, beefy guy whose entire world is, well, drills. Then there's Mrs. Dursley, who has this super long neck, perfect for her favorite hobby, spying on the neighbors. And of course, their son, Dudley, who they think is just the best kid ever. They seem to have it all, right? The perfect little life. But they've got a secret, and it's a big one they are absolutely terrified of anyone ever finding out.
And here it is. This is the secret. Turns out Mrs. Dursley has a sister, a Mrs. Potter. And the Potters, well, they're everything the Dursleys can't stand. They are, as the book puts it, as un-Dursleyish as it was possible to be. So you see, they have this direct link to a whole other world they want absolutely nothing to do with.
Okay, so back to that dull gray Tuesday. This is the day that the Dursleys' perfect little world starts to, well, fall apart.
The weirdness starts the second Mr. Dursley steps out the door. First, he thinks he sees a cat reading a map, which, isn't normal. Then his whole commute is filled with people in these strange cloaks. Then he gets to his office, and owls are flying past his window in the middle of the day. It just keeps building and building, until later that night, even the TV news is talking about shooting stars and owls acting bizarrely all over the country.
And this slide really just lays it all out, doesn't it? On one side, you've got the Dursleys' world, boring, predictable, all about drills and spying. On the other, you've got this other world exploding around them, with strange cloaks, owls, and whispers of a huge celebration. It's a total collision. And poor Mr. Dursley, he has no idea what's going on, and honestly, he'd rather not know.
So all this weirdness is one thing, but then it gets personal. It becomes something he can't just ignore. Mr. Dursley overhears a whisper that makes his blood run cold.
And there it is. The Potters, their son, Harry. The one name he absolutely did not want to hear today. Imagine his panic. These weird, cloaked people are talking about his secret relatives. Those two worlds he works so hard to keep apart, they're crashing together right in front of him.
And just when he thinks his day can't get any weirder, some tiny man in a violet cloak runs up and hugs him, yelling about how you-know-who is finally gone. And then, to top it all off, the guy calls him something bizarre.
Muggle. What in the world is a muggle? Mr. Dursley is completely baffled, but for us, this is huge. It's our very first word from this magical world, and it's a word for people like him, the outsiders, the ones who aren't in on the secret.
So he gets home, right? And he's trying so hard to pretend everything is fine, but you can just feel the anxiety radiating off him. He sort of nervously asks his wife about her sister, and she confirms it. Their nephew's name is Harry, and you can just see his perfectly normal, comfortable world starting to crumble around him.
All right, so the Dursleys finally go to bed. The house is quiet. But the real story, the real answers, they're only just beginning to unfold out on the street.
Suddenly, a man just appears. He couldn't look more out of place on this suburban street if he tried. We learn his name is Albus Dumbledore, and he pulls out this strange little gadget, and click, one by one, he puts out all the street lights, until Privet Drive is completely dark.
Remember that cat from this morning, the one reading a map? Well, it's been sitting on a wall this whole time, just watching. And then it transforms. It's not a cat at all. It's a woman, Professor McGonagall. And now that she's here, we're finally going to get some real answers. She's clearly worried, and she presses Dumbledore about the rumors she's been hearing all day. And he confirms it.
It's the worst possible news. The reason everyone is celebrating is actually tied to something awful. Lily and James Potter are dead.
But here's the twist. The Dark Wizard, Voldemort, the you-know-who everyone's whispering about, didn't just kill the Potters. He tried to kill their baby son, Harry, too. And he couldn't. For some reason, it didn't work. The killing curse actually bounced back, and it seems like Voldemort's own power was shattered because of it. This is the unbelievable part.
So that's why everyone's celebrating. But the story's not over. The reason for all the owls, the shooting stars, it all comes together with one last arrival. And this one, you can't miss.
Get this, a giant of a man named Hagrid comes roaring out of the night sky on a massive flying motorcycle. What an entrance! And in his arms, he's carrying a little bundle of blankets, and inside that bundle is the baby who's at the heart of this whole thing.
And there he is, baby Harry Potter. He's sleeping peacefully, has no idea he just survived the unthinkable. But on his forehead, there's a very strange cut. It's shaped like a bolt of lightning. Dumbledore explains that's where the curse hit him. That scar, he's gonna have it forever.
McGonagall can't believe it. She says he'll be a legend. Famous. Every kid in their world will know his name. But Dumbledore, he's thinking ahead. He says that's exactly why he needs to be somewhere safe. He needs a chance to grow up normally before he has to deal with all of this.
And that's that. The decision's made. Hagrid is heartbroken, McGonagall is worried, but they say their goodbyes. Dumbledore tucks a letter into the baby's blankets, a letter that's supposed to explain everything. He gently lays Harry on the doorstep of number 4, Privet Drive. And just like that, they're gone, vanished into the night. And little Harry just sleeps on. He has no clue that an entire secret world is toasting to his name, the boy who lived. He's been left on a doorstep, delivered from a world of magic to a world that hates it. Which leaves us with the one huge question that kicks off this entire incredible story. How in the world is a boy this special, this famous, going to grow up in a house that despises anything special at all?